Mike. Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Right, cool. I need to get some food. I'm actually really hungry. Welcome back, Mike. Welcome back. Turn out the payout. Payout. Good to see you, Mike. Yeah, Mike's good. Mike is good. Very well, I need to get some. I need to get a bite to eat. It's my next mission. And yeah, drive. It's been a long day, to be fair, yeah. It's currently 9:58 now, which is, yeah, long hours. Long hours. So errors though, like parking brake, still. Anyway, chin. Well, chin's fine. Play from Australia. Australia. What's that? Sorry, me built. Basically, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Still off at Aldi now. Go a quick bite to eat, and then. Oh, actually, we can't. It's 10 o'clock at night now. We're closed. Domino's pizza. Let's get my Mac out, don't I? Really. I'm gonna get TTS running. However, I think it's dead. Actually, it's probably dead. Exhausted. Not really, no. We've done really well today. We've done a lot. We've done a huge amount, but I'm probably going to do all tomorrow's tonight, just basically make sure that we've got obviously tomorrow basically free. But yeah, I'm still waiting for a phone call from the guy as well, which is, today's been a fucking mad day. It's been a mental day today, but it is. But It's wild, I tell you. The world that we live in is wild. TTS. Basically, let me pull over now. Let me get TTS. Let me just it's a control zone. Okay. You have to be careful because there's certain areas we can't. Again, there's certain areas we can't drive down. Just think about London. London's like wild. Cameras everywhere on streets and things. Side profile. On my side profile. Minor power. Come on, you're not following the shard. No, you're all right, Mike. Listen, I know. The thing about me is I don't take it personal. So I'm having a conversation with Amy today. Like, it's like she phones me. She's talking to her about, congratulating me. And it's kind of like. It doesn't really change the dynamics between things. I'm a male with no emotions, so like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. Like, it's well done, Mike. I thought I'd congratulate you. What's made me feel better? Okay, it's what it is. You're my hero. I work hard. I dedicate. I persevere forward. So I understand business. I understand life. I understand the concept of work. I understand the realm that we live in. I understand how everything all works. Insurances. I understand how, like, obviously, the money flows. I understand that people need to be killed. Do you know what I mean? To get what people need out of life. I understand why things happen, and it's why when you look at all the wars that take place, and when you look at obviously all of the docks that have got all the electric cars piled in ready to go, and when you see all the fuel prices going through the roof now, and there's so much going on now that you think to yourself, like, everyone thinks this isn't controlled. It's fucking controlled. Like, everything that happens is not by mistake, it's not by design. And that's how sad life is. So it's wild. It's fucking wild. Like, there's things that happen in life, and I think to myself, like, what a coincidence that is. But it's like, brilliant. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. The problem is no one's safe. No one's safe. No one's secure. That's all I'm going to say to you. It's mad. One minute you could be at home sleeping, the next minute you can be no longer available. It's scary. I'm driving through central London now, and it only takes one missile to hit to London. That's it. It's mad, but that's how it happens. And then they go down the route saying, oh well, yeah, well, it's bound to happen. What? It was bound to happen? No, it wasn't bound to happen. We can control it. We have options in humanity to take control of things and make things different, and make things better. We choose not to. And the fact is, we don't care. So, you know, am I in that area? No. Do I really care? Not really. So what? And even after the fact that, even when you look at, obviously, investigations start and then they go on, and then you realise the investigations end up falling apart because we're just so busy, we're fast paced, and things get forgotten about. And then people just say, oh, well, it is what it is. All right, fine. It is what it is. It's mad. So, anyway. What I need to do is I'm going to start uploading a load of videos because there's been a change of plan of action today. Things have happened. So I've got a load of content to smash out now, which, again, I kind of like got the vibe that things are going to go sour at some point, and I've got all the historical data. Boom. But it's a shame, really. It's a massive shame. It's a shame, like... Your girlfriend yet? I haven't got a girlfriend because I don't trust women with a passion. I don't trust women. No woman is gonna honestly be loyal. No woman is ever gonna go down the route of being nice. They lie, they're deceitful, and think about what happened in the Bible. Yeah, Eve gave Adam the apple to eat. Now, let's just say if that's the story of humanity, I'm just saying, it's a massive, massive shame, I tell you, a massive shame. So women are not what you think they are. Just think, the Bible's being built. Remember the Bible? That's a book that's being built about life and humanity. And when you look at all the stories about the Bible, humans have been on this planet more than what we know. There's been decades and decades and decades and decades. When I say decades, I mean, if you think human beings have been documented on this planet Earth since 2026, then you need to understand that we haven't. We've been around on planet Earth. If you go to a graveyard, for instance, go to a graveyard and look at the dates of the graves, and then think, what is the bodies before that? Think about it. Humans have been around for millions and millions and millions of years on planet Earth. It's a play out. This is a story we're playing out. We're just in the realm of this time of life. And that's why nobody really cares, because what you don't realise is that what you read, the truth is being removed. And that's the sad thing about the world that we're living in today. We don't even know where we are in the world today. We don't even know what's going on in the world today. We're playing, it's a game we are playing out. And nothing really matters. Nothing really matters. So, I know it's quite sad, but we've been on this planet for more than 2,026 years. And when I say that, we've been here for over 33 million years. But they'll say we haven't. It's all about evolution. We're building. No, we're not. That building there won't be there next week. This car won't be this car diesel won't be here next week. It'll be an electric car. Houses will become no longer existence. We'll only have high-rise buildings, and that's the truth. The historical data, is being removed away from civilization. All the ancestry is being removed. if I said to my grandparents, can you remember this? And I'll say, yeah, I remember that. And I'll say, oh, what happened to it? And they'll go, oh, it's no longer around. Everything is wiped. Generations get wiped and everything's disappearing into thin air. And all they say is yeah, but it's not what you think. Roadworks are not what you think. Traffic lights are not what you think. It's facts. It's facts. It's a shame to see it because, again, you do something, you pay into the system. As long as you're paying into the system, that's fine. But the minute you stop paying into the system, problems. And that's it. It's all about a system. The system's being built. And if you're not paying into the system, you get removed out of society. Well, the road works. Got a load of messages coming through now. So yeah, anything historical data has been wiped. There's a reason why. It's all about the generation going forward who are getting thicker and thicker and thicker. So anyway, give me 2 secs. No, that wasn't Amy. I spoke to Amy early on, to be fair, yeah. But yeah, she followed out me again. She basically phoned me to congratulate me on building a YouTube channel, and I was kind of like, this isn't my first channel, but yeah. But after recent affairs and after recent things that have happened, yeah, watch his channel grow. So, but yeah, it's sad, really. It's very, very sad, really, that things have to happen. But listen, I've got my content. That's all I'm saying. I've got my content. So, someone says the mill's on fire. Unfortunately, it's no longer standing. So yeah, and I know it. That's why my content will be all uploaded now, because of it's sad to think that what's happened. But anyway, same as Glasgow. Why did Glasgow get set on fire? Why does old heritage get set on fire? Think about it. But don't worry, because 2 years ago I was there. We captured a lot of hours of content, a lot of hours. So basically, yeah, we're gonna. I basically need to sit down now and go through all my content and start lashing it up online again now. The True Gate was taken down. So True Gate was taken down. I wonder why. And second of all, as well, is the road outside for a week has been closed off. Been closed off every single night for a week to do roadworks, basically to keep eyes away from that area. And suddenly tonight, it's happened. Doesn't make sense. There's too many coincidences. Oh, sorry, we don't believe in coincidences. Again, it was planned, obviously. Sad. And obviously, for me, I haven't got the financial gain from it, except for my content that I produced 2 years ago. So yeah, it's interesting. It's sad. A building of that calibre should have been well looked after, rebuilt, and I could have done that. But the council wouldn't allow it to. The council wouldn't allow it to. So anyway, it's very sad. Very sad. Fuck. Amazing. I know, look at all my content. I've stored it all. I've got it all stashed, ready to upload. It's a shame. It's a shame. Massive shame. That's what you call, that's when you call a building that gets disowned by the council. And basically, it's a government thing. Governments disown it. And next things, amazing buildings are like that calibre. What I know for a while, I could have turned around, and unfortunately, it's no longer able to be turned around now. So that'll be dropped to the deck. There'll be new apartments built there, and basically, that is the reality of life. That's the realm that we live in. Controlled. Everything's controlled. So it wasn't a mistake. That was planned. We all know it was planned. But anyway, say no more. What's AI? No, it's not AI. It's actually it was actually live streamed to me. It was actually live streamed. I saw it in flames. It's sad, very, very sad. Sorry, bro. Well, what I'm going to say is I've got hours and hours and hours of content that I basically produced. And unfortunately, again, the fire brigade knew it was going to happen. They knew it was going to happen. They were waiting for it to happen. The council knew it was going to happen. They were waiting for it to happen. It was timed. It was a timed occasion. This year, the pressure was put on to turn the building around and make sure that work started. And unfortunately, look what's happened. A building of that calibre doesn't just happen by mistake. It's the same as Glasgow, the same as most buildings go up in flames. Sad, very sad. And this is what I say about life. You look at life, and it's not what you think it is. It's not just about you think, oh, it just happened. Oh, it's happened. It's sad. When there's roadworks, it's to slow people down. When buildings go up in flames, think about all the buildings there are in the world. Think about all the buildings that go up in the world. There's millions and millions of buildings. How many of them catch fire? Think about it. How many catch fire? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And this is the understanding that we all need to understand now. Yeah? What I'm saying is facts and figures about the world. Things don't happen by mistake. Things aren't coincidences. When something happens, think about it. Sit there and think. They always say the most easiest and logical outcome of that is going to be, it's arson. Oh, it's a kid. But actually, think about it. Really? Okay. So yeah, you've got to understand the bigger picture. So, just got a picture now sent to me. I'll show you the pictures. This is how sad life is. Let's pull over. I can't actually turn around yet. I'm going to have to wait. Well, the good thing is anybody can post pictures now. It doesn't really matter. But I've got the pictures of what the building looked like before, and to me, that's worth money. Content and videos and video footage is worth more than what it is now. There's gonna be a lot of people contacting me for interviews as well. So this is it. It's basically collapsed. The building's collapsed. Completely, utterly gone. Here's what it is. It's sad. It's sad. Basically, the problem you got with a building of that calibre is when I actually sat down and priced it to how much it would cost me to turn that building around. For the plot of land, the plot of land's worth more money. So it was basically held as an asset on a company, which was basically £500,000. Now for me, I bring in mega money. Not even $500,000. I bring in more than $500,000. So when you come across the logic in what actually happens there, is it's held by a company with £500,000 worth of building. Do you know how much the renovation would have been? I priced this. The renovation would have been for that. It would have been more than what you would have ever been able to have done with the building. So they were looking at putting it into apartments, but you couldn't have sold enough apartments in that building at the right price to have basically allowed it. So the owner would have thought it's obsolete. I can't make my money back on this building. You can't make the money back. That's it. So what are you gonna do with it? Doesn't matter how much energy you put into something, how much time you put into something, it's physically not worth it. And that's what happens, you see. It's very sad. So as a YouTuber, as somebody that goes around building content, somebody like myself who can make money by doing a video, uploading it and showing the turnaround of that building, I would have made more money and I could have turned that around personally. And I was happy to sink millions of pounds worth of money into that building to make it happen. And unfortunately, it's very, very sad. Very sad. But this is the thing about the life and things about governments and things. Governments don't want anybody to be rich. Governments don't want anybody to be nice to each other. They want to traumatization everybody to fear. And that's the fact of life. So this is how I blow up a channel now. I basically make a channel now blow up with literally tons and tons and tons of views now, because guess what I've got? I've got the raw footage of what I did. And that says it all. That says it all. I'll make more money on my YouTube content than But look what's happened. Traumatization. Devastating. The whole of the back of the building looks like it's collapsed now. The building's no longer existing. And I kind of knew. I knew for a while that if that ever happened, it would be on the deck. And it's happened. It's happened. It doesn't take anybody. It doesn't take anybody to. Well, it doesn't take anybody to actually go down the route of just saying, yeah, it's been derelict for years. It's been abandoned for years. It's now easier now. Now it's all on the ground. It's easier to remove all the debris and to rebuild a new apartments now, which then they'll be able to get planning permission in for now. And this is where governments and this is where governments and things really fuck over the world. Governments don't really want to be dealing with old buildings. They don't really want to be dealing with anything. They just want to have a brand spanking new. All they want to do is say, right, brilliant, skyscraper built. How many apartments? 3 million apartments. Great. How much can we charge? Council tax? Oh, great. Let's just charge a load of council tax. That's the reason why life happens. It's all about monetary gain. And if the governments can make money, think about it, the road outside has been closed for a week during the evenings while they had roadworks basically fixing the road. That kept everybody away from that area. Think about it. And suddenly, anyway, I've said my piece. Let's change the conversation now. But yeah, obviously I'm gonna go back to the hotel now because I've got to sit down now and basically fire shitloads of hours of content up now. Upload. And unfortunately, that's how to make money, people. That's how to make money. Get a YouTube channel, get it monetized. I spent 6 months of my life out of my life to build content. And now it's all gonna be on the internet now for everyone to see. Devastated. If only I was left to turn that building around. If the government and the council said, no problem at all, we'll put 24-hour security there, we'll turn that around. They wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Anyway, sad. Very, very sad. Anyway, right, I need to get some food actually. I need to eat. Success. It's mad, all these roadworks, I tell you. It's a lot quieter now, a lot quieter. Oh, sorry, dropping the bodies off. I tell you what, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Madness. What's that so dead inside you? Cool. Well, I tell you what, like, I honestly blows my mind. It blows my mind. I try and express to people that, like, obviously life isn't what everyone thinks life is. But every single person is just, like, so, like, drained. Everyone's just kind of, like, so, like, they don't understand. And I try and express that, you know, we need to work together. We need to pull together. We need to drive, you know, a fighting force together. And I just see it. I see everyone. I think everyone's failed. Everyone's failed in society. Do you know what I mean? Someone starts a business. They haven't got the right mentality. You know, I had a phone call today. I'm seeing somebody tomorrow morning. The guy phones me and says, Mike, I'm not paying that. I said, okay, no problem at all. Next minute he phones back. I said to him, what's your problem? It's madness. All right, fine. Well, if you're not paying it, fine. Go find someone else then. Oh, I can't. Oh, you can't. Why can't you? Because the people that I normally deal with, right? Sorry, the people you normally deal with. Okay, great. Don't care. And it's just this fucking battle between people on a daily basis. And there's just no support. There's no support from people. There's no, like, no one works together. Everyone's moaning. Everyone's angry. And for me now, I just need to position myself now somewhere else in the world just to let every single person just fucking burn. Hence why I'm single. Hence why I've not got kids. I don't understand. Don't get it. Everyone just thinks the world's a great, great place until traumatization kicks in. And then next minute they're just like, oh, but, well, let's just be real. Let's just be real. It's sad. It's very, very sad. There's a place in London, which I was dealing with a while ago, and it was basically an install. And technically, I don't quite understand. Well, I do understand. We did an install, like an audio visual install, like a load of speakers, brand spanking new nightclub installation, and we installed it. Anyway, it was fine. But yeah, it's happened to the fact that that caught fire, and it's like, okay, and it all came to light. The owner had been prosecuted for basically, yeah, gross misconduct, and it's mad, right? You know what I mean? Madness. I'll try and see if I can get in there. Maybe not. Basically, I need to eat. That's my plan. I need to eat. I'm actually really getting. I'm really getting a bit like. I won't say flustered particularly. I need to eat. So I'm hungry. I'm trying to see if we get a restaurant. Let's find out what the plan is tonight. Right, awesome. Thanks. What's next? What's next? I've got some more content. I've got so much content coming through. But yeah, that's it. Madness, eh? Madness. Madness. It's like a vacuum. Like a vacuum. I think for me, it's kind of one of those things is because I spend quite a lot of time there and I spend a lot of time in that building, you do tend to, you go through motions of going up the stairs, going through each of the floors. And I think you do, I wouldn't say you get attached, but you do go through the motions. And now I'm obviously replaying back the motions of what I'm seeing now. And I think to myself, like, fuck me. It's just devastating to see it happen. Devastating to see it, I tell you. See, it's all about views. The problem I see now is what I think people are now understanding is nothing is worth value of money. Nothing's worth it. So what we're now establishing is there's more money in views and keeping everybody busy. Like, you know, when I start posting content now, which again, I've got hours and hours and hours of content that I did. So I can repost all this now. And I did a few live streams, but majority of it was pre-recorded. When you look at the whole thing with it, is there's more money in content than there is actually doing anything with anything these days. So when you start to see a devastation of something, millions of people like look at it and go, oh my fucking God. But then the amount of money you make in that devastation is insane compared to the actual flipping it on the head and thinking, let's resolve things. It's madness. It's madness, like. So yeah, it's when I say the world that we live in today, when I see the world that we live in today, it's a controlled realm. And when I say it can happen to anything could go wrong at any point. It physically can, and nobody cares. And this is the problem we have today. It's kind of like we don't care. If somebody eats a Burger King and finds out that they've been poisoned by a load of food, we don't really give a fuck because it's a story. It will make headline news. When a building changes, headline news. When someone's been, when there's been, like, for instance, if for instance now I'm in an accident now in a car and it's just one person that dies, doesn't really matter. But the problem is, if you've got 4 kids in a car and they all die, that's a headline. 4 kids killed. You understand my logic now? Devastation. The problem with the realm that we live in today, the world that we live in today, it's not about seeing something on a small scale. We need to, what happens now is we get desensitized by small things, and we need to make sure that we fucking hammer the massive context of what's going on. So seeing a building in flames, seeing a building fall, for instance, 9/11, seeing, like, for instance, people just disappearing and just dying of cancer, like OnlyFans owner, cancer. You see my problem now, everything's about a story. It's about what are we going to do to destroy something to make it better. I know, and the same mentality when you come across big celebrities, you know, when you look at obviously Charlie Kirk, he died. He was shot. Why? Well, because he was very influential and a lot of people knew about him. And if he died, that would make boom, massive news. It builds content. It's all about the biggest headlines. We see it in pornography. We see it in pornography. We see it in the media. It's all about caption. And it's about, obviously, you know, animosity between black people and white people. You know, black man gets shot by 3 white people. Fucking hell. Okay, fine. It gets anger. It gets anger, but there's a story. And you could go down the route of, you know, look at, obviously, you know, a young schoolboy walking home from school, gets picked up by a van by 3 men and then gets raped. It's a story. The media want this. The world wants this. They don't care about individuals. They want the drama. They want the story. And this is what really kills me the most about life. When I come across, and I'm an honest guy. I'm a very respectful and honest guy. But when I see things happen in front of my eyes, I think to myself, like, really? Has that just happened? It's madness. And this is the problem that we live. The world's not what we think it is. And obviously, you know, for people that aren't in that area, they don't really care about it. But people will understand eventually when the world goes wrong. And that's when they'll go down the route saying, right, what's happening in Gaza is not good news. Gaza is planned. The same mentality as what we're seeing in Ukraine. That's planned. And, you know, even Iran now, Iran's planned. The UK is going to have a problem. It is coming. The UK is going to have a problem. If you don't understand that, fine. But there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a civil war. And they're doing this as a civil war in the UK. It's a planned attack. The media outlets are projecting content to make animosity. And it's a racial thing. You know, they're making this massive animosity. Yeah, Christians, Muslims, Christians, Muslims. Let's just throw in the Jews as well. And that's what they're doing in the UK. They're throwing in the animosity between humans. So we fight, we argue. We don't want anybody to get on. And it's all about media. And I see everything around my life now, and I see it happening in front of my eyes and go, right, well, that's a story, that's a story, that's a story. Then when you start looking at these stories, look at the views, look at the animosity and the views and the counts and the views. Madness. And it's all people, it's all humans. If every single person stopped watching the news, stopped going on Facebook, stopped doing Instagram, stopped chasing views and likes and clicks, guess what would happen? Nothing will go wrong. There would have to be another form of understanding, thinking, shit, that's fucked up. The world's controlled. Social media controls. That's controlled. So when you start to pinpoint everything all together, we then start to look at the puzzle and go, right, okay, wow, puzzle. And it just happens to be the fact that if anybody was in certain locations at certain times, it doesn't matter. You're going to get blamed for that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you say I'm not guilty. Oh yeah, you'll be blamed for that. That's what happens in the world today. And it's sad. It's sad to say. You know, it has to be one of those things that, you know, they can pinpoint you with one thing and then that's it then. It's done. It's happened. It's disaster. So if you're outspoken, which again, I'm outspoken. Yeah, think about it now. If I'm outspoken, think about what the consequences of being outspoken means. I'm telling you facts and figures about life. If you pay into the system, you're fine. If you've got a building that isn't paying into the system, it's a problem. So, someone's going to get fucked. And to be fair with you, an insurance company is probably, the insurance company's going to get fucked for it. They'll get financially fucked. But then it depends on how much money they've taken. And they'll just go down the route saying, yeah, but the insurance company, you know, we insure. How insurance works is they insure a lot, and they just happen to find out that if they have to pay out on one lot of it, one claim, it doesn't really matter because technically overall they've still made profit. So really, who actually ends up losing? Well, unfortunately, the good people in the world today, the people that drive safe, the people that obviously are honest, the people that are respectful, and there's more. The thing for me is there's more honesty and more people that are respectful in the world today that suffers. Think about shoplifting. If you go to Tesco and shoplift, it doesn't matter with the amount of money they lose, because all they do then is inflate the cost of every single product in the store, and then next minute they get the money back that they've lost the next year. Think about the insurance, think about the whole logic about life in general. The general people, the public, every single person that's going around working hard, paying the taxes, trying to achieve, It's not the companies that lose out. It's all the small people in the world that lose out. All the good people, all the people that actually are willing to pay. They're the ones that get shafted. And then they become broke. Then they become whereby they lose buildings, they lose assets, they lose the houses, they lose the cars because, oh, sorry, you haven't paid. Well, no, because I haven't paid because you've just taken an extra 20p off me for some biscuits, which, again, I didn't shoplift, so, but you charged me them anyway. And then you start to look at the bigger picture with everything. It's broken. Civilization, as we know it, is broken. And you can't fix it. Can't fix it. So I think we've now established the reason why it's broken. So either you shut up, you get off social media, you don't say a single word, because whatever you publicise and post will be used against you, because we know this. Whatever you post will be used against you. And you could say, but Mike, you're online. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm online, and there's probably the reason why I won't ever. There's a reason what's going to happen to me. But that's besides the point. I'm willing to accept that. So, but I'm happy to tell the truth. I'm not living in this world for a lie anymore. And that's the problem. So, anyway. Right, I'm going to kill the stream. And then, yeah, I'll be back online a bit later on. So, thank you.